Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To our lecturer, Sir Megat. Today we present our group project, which is a basic application on web server, MySQL server, and firewall using Centos 7. As you can see here, uh, this is the architecture that we're going to build. This figure from this figure. So the network actually divided by two, which is a private and the public. The public is for the host and also for the firewall, and the private one is for the firewall, web server, and database. Why the firewall has the two network? Because the host PC need to go through by the firewall server in one network address, and other one is from the firewall to connect the web server that has the another address. So why we configure the network here? Because the first in the firewall is EMP0S3 we are using for the public, and the EMP0S8 we are using for private. So let's start our configuration. For firewall to connect to the host PC, first of all to we need to check the network adapter. So here, let me show you the network adapter. So here we are using adapter 1 and adapter 2. This adapter attached to the bridge adapter. Same goes to the adapter 2. It's attached to the bridge adapter. So after we check for the adapter, we can check the config. Okay. As you can see here, this is the IP address for the ENP0S3, and this one is the IP address for the ENP0S8. Okay, so now we proceed to the second step. We must do the sudo yum install httpd. This httpd for show the web server for the connection between the PC and the firewall. So here, as you can see, so we can do the yum install httpd. So as you can see here, the httpd already installed, but if you didn't install yet, you have to wait for a moment. When the install finish, you have use systemctl start httpd. Because I already did it, so no need for me to do it. So after you do the start httpd, you can the next step is you must do systemctl enable httpd. So after this one you already did, you need to verify. So here you need to verify the httpd is already active or not. So the command here is you need to use the systemctl status httpd. Okay, as you can see here, the systemctl httpd is active running. So the httpd already completed. So for the third one, we need to do configuration on our IP address. As you know, we need have two network, which is the public and private, using the vim dash etc dash sysconfig dash network script ifcfg ENP0S3. So first of all, we need to configure the IP address from the ENP0S3. As you can see here, Sorry. So here DHCP, I changed the DHCP for the boot roto DHCP to the static, and then I add the proxy method equal to none and browser only equal to no. So the IP address is here, the subnet mask, the network, the broadcast, and the gateway. So after you done this thing, you also need to delete some file. Oh, this one I already delete. So you must take note that the UUID is not not have to be same with the ENP0S3. So after you done here, you have to copy this one, and then this one is it, and you need to do the configuration for the ENP0S8. So when you already in the so you have to copy the first content in the ENPOS3 and paste it in the file ENPOS8 with the vim etc since config network script ifcfg enp0s8. So you will configure as a private network. We need to change the IP address. The subnet mask is the same from the ENP0S3. The network we need to change to the broadcast. The network to the broadcast. The broadcast also we need to change an IP address. The subnet mask is the same from the ENP0S3. The network we need to change to the broadcast. The network to the broadcast. The broadcast also we need to change, and the gateway we used to use the IP address for the ENP0S3. So here already done. You also need to change the name and the device. But if you copy from the last one, the ENP0S3, you need to change the UID because it cannot be the same. So if you want to change the UID, you can use UUID generate NP0S8. So here is the new UUID. So you can copy here and then insert in the UUID at this one. So you can paste it here. Okay. After that, we already done. We can check the IP address using ifconfig. So because I already done this work, this remain the same from the first one that I tunjuk 92.8.0.30, and for the endpost 8 ENP0S8 192.168.30.10. So after this we, we need to restart our network using system ctl restart network. Okay, so we can check our connection by using nm. After restart, we can check our connection by using nm clid. So here, as you can see, the device, the type, the state is connected. The connection is ENP0S3, and for the ENP0S8. So Now we can do now for the firewall we can use the firewall command, firewall space cmd get active zone. So we have to configure the enp0s3 as public and enp0s8 as the private. So for the configuration, we have to enter the IP address at the Mozilla Firefox. So here I'm entering the IP address for the ENP0S3 192.168.0.30. Okay, here is the proof that your firewall already active, and that's all for this part. Thank you.
Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Uh, my name is Muhammad Fahmi bin Basri, and today I want to present about web server configuration and database configuration. Okay, basically for our system we have firewall VM, web server VM, and database VM. Function of web server VM is basically to configure HTML. Okay, for web server, basically we only use one bridge adapter here, which is Realtek Wi-Fi 6. And first, we need to install the HTTPD by using yum install HTTPD. Oh, sorry. We need to log in as root. And then yum install HTTPD. Okay. It's nothing to do because we have installed the HTTPD. And then we need to change the network setting by using vim etc sysconfig network scripts ECFG EMP0S3. Okay, this is the detail of our EMP0S3, and I have changed here, which is to static, and the IP address is here 192.168.30.20. Next, other than mask, broadcast, network, and gateway. And this is the UID. Then we use WQ to test it, and we use ifconfig to check the IP address it have changed or not. And we can see here which is it have been changed to 192.168.30.20. And next, we need to start and enable HTTPD by using systemctl start HTTPD. HTTPL enable HTTPD and HTTPL status. HTTPD to check status. And it has been running here. And next we need to use firewall command and add forward port 80 to port 80 to address 192.168.30.20. We're using firewall cmd permanent zone public add forward one below to this 192.168.30.20. And his success here. And next we double check the firewall configuration. We're using firewall config. We have to change the configuration to permanent, and we check the HTTP has been on or not. Okay, and it is turned on. And next we need to reload the firewall. And we change the current working directory to usr share httpd no index to test our HTML design. And next we vim index.html, and it is here our example of HTML code that we have configured before. Registration page name, selection of course, gender, selection of gender, and lastly the phone number. And we also have added the go button. That's it. And and let me show the example of our HTML design. Okay, this is our welcome page, and to create the database, to enter the data we need to click the create, and we need to put the data here which is, for example, SHA, cost, PNS, gender, male, and phone number 134556789, and press the go button. That's all for web server configuration, and move on to the next, which is database server configuration. Basically, at database VM, we have installed MariaDB, MySQL, and so on to save our data that we have put at our web server. And let's move on to our web server, to our database server, sorry. Okay, then, okay, sorry. Okay, first of all, we only use one network adapter here, which is bridge adapter. And next, same as configuration at web server, we need to be root and change the network adapter details by using vim etc sys config network scripts cf enp0s3, and this is the configuration of our network. And you can see here I have configured the IP address, mask, podcast, gateway, and the UUID here. Okay, that's it. And we install for platform, which is HTTPD, MariaDB server, and the last one PHP MySQL. Yeah, minus Y, install HTTPD, nothing to do here. Install MariaDB, and MariaDB. Oh, sorry. Nothing to do here. And the last one is PHP. SQL. Nothing to do. And next we need to start and enable all of the platform that we have been installed. Command systemctl start httpd enable httpd, and the last one is check the status httpd and it's active. And next start the MariaDB. Enable MariaDB. Sorry. And the last one, status. Mm, And next, to log into MariaDB, we need to use command MySQL -u root -p password. I have set the password admin123 here. Okay. And next, we create the database display. Can create it because the database exists, and we only need to use the database. Oops, sorry, right back here. And the database has been changed. And next, we need to create the table user display. Okay, and we put the each of the row. Okay. What do you mean? Not null. Auto increment. Primary key. Student name char 100 100 course char 100 gender char 100 and last one phone char. Next, sorry, because the table that I have created the table, so I need to cancel the table creation. And next, we need to insert the data at the table by using insert into sorry. uh, okay, next we need to vim to read the PHP, and next we use the hostname 192.166.30.30 and the username admin here and password admin123, and use the database display which we have been created before. And next we use get subul -a grep command get subul -a grab httpd care network to check the httpd care network, and which is here the httpd care network connect and the httpd care network connect database is on. And if it is turned off, we need to turn on it by using set symbol httpd care network connect one, and then set symbol connect db1, and next check again, and if it is turned on, and okay, it's done. And I want to show the flow of our system. Okay, first of all, here I have used Firewall to connect for our HTTPD 192. Okay, this is our welcome. This is our welcome HTML. And next, I create the example, which is Z. The cost is PSE, and the gender is male, and his phone number 19948 9267, and then go. Okay, we reload here, and we read, and the Z data have been created here, which is Z, the cost PSE, the gender male, and the phone number is 019948 9267. Okay, and this that's all for our project, and that's all. Thank you.